Hello everyone, welcome on into today's video. Before we get started, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. I really do appreciate everyone who supports this channel. It's been a fun journey so far and I hope I can continue to grow and become better. In honor of 500 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 3 special Marvel Funko Pops, Andrew, Toby, and Tom. One winner will receive all 3 Marvel Funko Pops if they comment on this video and are subscribed. That's all you gotta do. Lastly, I want to do a special video for this channel in honor of 500 subs. Basically, I have to create a video on whatever the top comment tells me to do. The only rule is that it has to be Marvel related. Hell, if someone tells me to pitch an outline for a Madam Web 2, then I have to do it. But anyways, in today's video, we will be discussing major Marvel characters that aren't in the MCU. Enough of me yapping, and let's jump right on into it. Ghost Rider. This character is probably the most popular Marvel hero that has yet to make his appearance in the MCU. He's had a couple of live action appearances, but those aren't MCU canon. In the comics, there are 2 people who don the role of Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze and Robbie Rise. I don't know which one the MCU would choose, but I personally prefer Johnny Blaze. No word on when the Ghost Rider will be making his MCU debut, but I think a solo film would justify his introduction the best. We may see Nicolas Cage's version of the character in Secret Wars, but we'll have to wait and see. My fan cast for the character is Austin Butler. Captain Britain. I know some people have been asking for Captain Britain in the MCU for a long time now, and I personally agree that his introduction is well overdue. Captain Britain was a well-instituted soldier for Great Britain until one day he got into a motorcycle crash. He was injured very badly and was about to die until Merlin the Wizard saved his life and gave him superpowers. Ever since this incident, he vows to protect the United Kingdom and its allies. I think the Secret Invasion show would have been a great place to introduce his character, but yeah, Marvel fumbled with that. I don't think any upcoming Marvel project will tackle his character, so we're gonna have to wait a while for him. I know there's been rumors of Henry Cavill joining the MCU, and many have been saying that he's playing Captain Britain, but I think Cavill needs a bigger role in the MCU, such as the Beyonder. Plus, we already have lots of super soldiers currently in the MCU, so we might not see Captain Britain for a while. Blue Marvel. This is another great Marvel character that the MCU has yet to touch. In the comics, Blue Marvel was a Korean War veteran who eventually became a scientist. During a project of his, the experiment went sideways and an explosion occurred. Blue Marvel then absorbed tons of antimatter, which gained him superhuman abilities. Blue Marvel's power structure works similar to Captain Marvel's in photons, so I don't see the MCU introducing him for a while due to that reason. Maybe they could change his powers like they did for Miss Marvel, but there's no upcoming MCU project that could fit him in. My fan cast is Denzel Washington or John Boyega for Blue Marvel. Viv. In the comics, Viv is the daughter of Vision. Vision created her in order to make himself feel more humanized. Viv practically has the same superhuman abilities as her father, and she is even a member of the Young Avengers in some iterations of the team. I'm willing to bet the upcoming rumored Vision Quest show introduces her, but there's rumors it may be cancelled. If that project is canned, then maybe they could introduce her in Armor Wars or the Ironheart series, considering the fact that she dates Ironheart in the comics. Miles Morales. This is another huge popular Marvel character that has yet to see his days in the MCU. We do know he exists in the MCU because of this scene in Homecoming, but we haven't heard of him since then. It is confirmed that Sony is working on a live-action Miles Morales film, so I hope to God that it takes place in the MCU and not the bullshit Venomverse. I also think there's a high probability we see him appear in Spider-Man 4. My fan cast for the role is Ryan Gosling. Hellcat. No, not this Hellcat. No, but anyways, I'm very surprised that the MCU has not done anything with Hellcat yet. In the comics, she's a very prominent member of the Avengers. However, it kind of makes sense that they haven't introduced her yet because of her ties with Beast. Her origin story begins when she is working for the US Air Force. She eventually gets close with Hank McCoy and she finds out that he is secretly the superhero Beast. She promises not to unveil his secret identity as long as he helps her become a superhero. She wants to become a superhero because she loves the Avengers. Think of her as Miss Marvel. Ultimately, Beast does develop powers for her and she inevitably joins the Avengers. I don't think we'll see her soon, but definitely in the Mutant Saga. Cloak and Dagger. These two did appear in their very own ABC show, but we have yet to see them in the main MCU timeline. In the comics, Cloak and Dagger are runaway teens who get kidnapped by Roxxon. Roxxon ultimately experiments on them, and as a result, the two become superpowered individuals. I think Cloak and Dagger need their very own Disney Plus show because they truly are interesting characters. A-Bomb. A-Bomb, aka Rick Jones, is Bruce Banner's best friend. In the comics, Rick accepts a dare from a group of friends to drive out to a Mexico bomb testing ground. When he arrives, an explosion occurs and he ultimately absorbs its radioactive energy, turning him into A-Bomb. I love to see Rick appear in World War Hulk, or maybe he could be referenced in Captain America Brave New World. My fan cast for this role is Haley Joel Osment. Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill is truly a special character in the comics. So many people love him, so his introduction is long overdue in the MCU. Luckily, he does exist in the MCU because we see a statue of him on Sakaar, but we have yet to see him in live action. In the comics, Beta Ray Bill is a cybernetic monster being that was created by a group of aliens named the Corbinites. The Corbinites created him in order to stop Surtur, which we've already seen Surtur in the MCU, but yeah. I really think there's a high probability we see Beta Ray Bill appear in the heavily rumored Thor 5. Speedball. I can't say Speedball is a highly requested character, but I wouldn't mind having him in the MCU. In the comics, Speedball is exposed to energy from a dimension solely made from kinetic energy. He ultimately used these powers to become a superhero, but he isn't necessarily good at his job. In the Captain America Civil War comic book storyline, Speedball is the sole reason why that story occurs and happens the way it does. Speedball is a very irresponsible hero, and he treats fighting bad guys as a joke. This is a bad trait for a superhero to have, but it makes him all that more interesting. Hulkling. This is another character fans have been begging for in the MCU. Hulkling is a Kree and Skrull hybrid that was created when one member of the Kree and one member of the Skrulls fell in love. He is pretty damn powerful and also a member of the Young Avengers. Hulkling also falls in love with Wiccan in the comics, who is confirmed to appear in the Agatha series, so there's a small chance we may see Hulkling appear in the Agatha show. My fan cast for him is Noah Schnapp. Agent Venom. You may be familiar with the Eddie Brock Venom, who is for the most part a bad guy in the comics. However, you may not know Agent Venom. Agent Venom is created when Flash Thompson bonds with a symbiote and absorbs its power. Obviously, Flash exists in the MCU, but he hasn't donned the mantle of Agent Venom yet. Agent Venom is also a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy and is typically known as a cosmic hero, so maybe a possible Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4 appearance. I doubt it though with Sony's bullshit. Boulder the Brave. I personally would love to see Boulder the Brave in the MCU, and luckily we even saw a reference of him in the Loki series. For those who don't know, Boulder is Thor's half-brother. He wields a sword and is a very powerful Asgardian. We were supposed to see a variant of him in Multiverse of Madness during the Illuminati scene, played by Daniel Craig, but that idea was unfortunately scrapped due to COVID. Hopefully he appears in Thor 5. I'd love for Daniel Craig to take the role on again, but I'd also see Patrick Dempsey as the character. Aries. I know this character is an anti-hero, but I wanted to throw him on the list anyways. In Greek mythology, Aries is the son of Zeus and Hera. He lives solely for the thrill of war, and he enjoys battling both heroes and villains. He's also a member of the Avengers and Dark Avengers in the comics. I love for Aries to pop up in Thor 5 to kick Thor's ass and push him to his limits. HitMonkey. I honestly don't know if the MCU could pull off HitMonkey, but I'd love to see them try. All you need to know about HitMonkey is that he's a monkey killer assassin hitman. He's also a bit of an anti-hero. In the comics, he teams up with Deadpool a lot, so he could possibly appear in Deadpool 3. I doubt that though. Black Bolt. I know we saw a multiverse variant of Black Bolt in Multiverse of Madness, but I want a 616 main MCU timeline version of the character. I wouldn't even care if they retconned him to be a mutant rather than an Inhuman like they did with Ms. Marvel. Black Bolt is a pretty popular character, so it's weird how we've never prominently seen him in the MCU. I'd love to see Black Bolt appear in Secret Wars, but obviously not the Earth 838 version for obvious reasons. Before we end the video, here are some characters not in the MCU but are confirmed to be coming. Sentry. Sentry will be appearing in Thunderbolts and will actually serve as the antagonist throughout the film. I'm guessing he turns good towards the end of the film, hence why he's on the list. Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is basically confirmed for Fantastic Four, so definitely expect him for that. There are rumors that Marvel is no longer interested in gender swapping the character, so expect the regular comic accurate version of Silver Surfer. Wonderman will be getting his own series coming in late 2025 or early 2026. This series hasn't been officially announced, but we have seen leaked set pictures of the show. The Black Manta actor from Aquaman will be playing him in the series. Sorry, I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name. White Tiger will be appearing in the Daredevil Born Again series, although we do not know if it's the male or female version of the character. However, it is rumored that both versions of the character may appear in the series. The new Falcon. We previously saw Joaquin Torres in the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, although in Captain America 4 he will be taking on the mantle of Falcon, and he's going to team up with Sam Wilson to defeat the Red Hulk. Sabra. Not much is known about this character, but she will be appearing in Captain America 4. Anyways, that is going to conclude the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and want more content. Reminder that the most liked comment regarding a video idea will be made, so comment whatever you want. Thanks everyone and have a good day.